You know, sometimes if something's happened to me during the day that's making me feel a bit bad, a bit blue, it's making me depressed, I like to adopt an attitude of disruption. It's a really simple technique. Some of the greats use it. Tony Robbins talks about it. It's a technique I learned years ago when I was doing my NLP training. And it's something that's so mind-blowingly simple, and yet it can have such an amazing effect on your life. You won't believe it until you try it. So please, bear with me and give this a go. So let's imagine the scenario is that perhaps your boss or an authority figure has had a go at you about something, has told you that something wasn't good enough, or has made some comment to you that's created a negative response. It's hit you in your power centre, it's hitting you in your heart centre, and even though it might have happened a little while ago, even if it's happened this morning, you keep playing it over and over and over and over in your head. So your brain has latched onto that negative scenario and it keeps spinning it over, trying to find a way that you could have avoided it, trying to find a way that you could have responded in a better way. But every time you think about it, every time that your brain brings that up to try and solve it, all you remember is the negativity. You remember the way it feels. You remember the way it felt. It feels as though it's happening every time you think about it. It's playing over and over again. It's hitting your emotions. So this is where you need to apply that attitude for disruption. Actively bring about that memory and start making some changes. Play it out in your head like you're playing a little video of what happened. Start giving that authority figure a silly voice. Make them sound like Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck or something ridiculous. Give them a chipmunk voice. Then try and give them big ears, elephant ears. Give them a trunk. Give them wild coloured hair. Not pink, that's a great colour for hair. Make these changes and then keep playing that scenario back in your head. Try speeding it up, playing it back. Try making them appear in a pair of spotty underpants. Anything. Make that scenario as ridiculous as you can and keep playing it back. Then play it in reverse. Make them eat their words back up. Just keep doing it until every time you remember that scene, you're not remembering the negativity. Until every time you remember it, you've trained your brain to give it such a ridiculous playback that you can't connect anything to it other than laughter. Make it silly. That's how you disrupt the patterns in your brain. Train your brain to remember how ridiculous that is. Train it to remember the laughter and the funny side instead of remembering the negativity it makes you feel. And when you've done that, do something crazy to celebrate. Say something you wouldn't normally say. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Break that state. Anything you like. Shouts. Hallelujah, I haven't gone bald today. Or try and remember how many windows there are in your house. Something to take your brain out of that program. And then run it back again. Run it back again and remember the silly voice and the big ears and the trunk and the spotty underpants and give it different colours and speed it up and play it back again. I guarantee you do that enough times and you won't remember the negativity. You'll just laugh. Try it. It's a way of unleashing your awesome. Try the attitude for disruption. Hold on to that. And you never need to feel negative about a memory ever again. Try it. Really, give it a go and let me know how you get on.